Pretty cool thing happened earlier today at the Quicken Loans Pro-Am. Brian Green, a U.S. Army sergeant who hasn't seen his family in 4 years, spent part of the day caddying for Ricky Fowler. When the foursome finished up on the 18th hole, Green was reunited with his 8-year-old son, 19-year-old daughter, and his wife. What an emotional moment for the entire family. Well, the PGA Tour does head back to the D.C. area for the 11th Quicken Loans National. The Tiger Woods Foundation operates and is the primary charitable beneficiary of this event, and Woods' annual involvement has really helped the event become a tour staple. This is the first time it's being held at TPC Potomac at Avenel Farm, which is across the street from seven-time host Congressional Country Club. With more on the top-ranked player in the field, here's Heather Cox.
Thursday marks Ricky Fowler's first start since finishing tied for 5th at the U.S. Open. He says he is rested and fresh after spending the week at home in Florida. And while Fowler didn't quite get it done in Wisconsin, he says he likes the way he finished in that final round. And in today's Titleist Tour report, he talks about the need for a quick start so he doesn't have to push quite so hard come Sunday.
There's probably been a few times where it hasn't been exactly either the right mindset or potentially getting behind the 8 ball early and pushing a little bit too much from there instead of kind of letting things fall into place and letting things happen. So, that's something that helped me going into Sunday at the U.S. Open this year, and just didn't get anything going. I played well. I felt very in control of the game. Tough conditions, and Brooks went out and played a great round. And unfortunately, like I said, I just didn't get anything going, but by no means was it a bad round.
Ricky Fowler, of course, with a top 10 finish at the U.S. Open. Now, another player that did well at Erin Hills, Patrick Reed, who tied for 13th at the U.S. Open and then bettered that last week with a T5 finish at the Travelers Championship. Now, Reed credits that improvement with dialing in his equipment, an improved swing, as well as a different mental approach.
I think the biggest thing is just my swing's getting a little bit more consistent. There's a couple things that we were working on. Really it's the same kind of stuff I've been working on for 2 years. But, now it seems like on my bad days, the golf swing is closer than in the past. So, instead of missing it 30 yards offline, you're missing it 15 yards offline. And anytime you can get your misses a lot more closer to the start lines, the better off you're going to be. And, I think it's just kind of going into it a different way rather than going out with so high expectations that, I have to shoot 65. I have to go win this week. If I don't, it's a failed week. It's kind of put a little too much pressure on myself to go produce numbers rather than just go out and play golf. I'll always know my expectations as to when every golfer might step up and play. But when you're out there playing, that's not what you can think about. You got to go out there and think about, okay, what are you trying to do? And that's to hit a quality golf shot. And if you do that, then add them up in the end.
After missing 3 consecutive cuts earlier in the season, Reed has made 7 straight cuts, 5 of those resulting in top 20 finishes. Reed's quest for win number 1 this season begins at 1:10 Eastern on Thursday. Ryan?
Thank you, Heather. Time now for the Comcast Business Edge. The defending champion at Quicken Loans is Billy Hurley III. No player has ever won this event back-to-back, and that's what makes it even more unpredictable, Aaron, is the fact that they're at a brand-new golf course. Yes. So with all those variables in mind, who has the edge to win Quicken Loans National?
Well, what my sources tell me, Ryan, is that the golf course is going to play very difficult this week, this new TPC at TPC at Potomac at Avenel Farm. So my pick is going to be Bill Haas this week. He has played extremely well during this time of year, and across the street, he's won it once. He's also got a T3 and a T4. He's playing very good as of now. He had a T5 at the U.S. Open. His ball striking has been fantastic this year. And but more importantly than that, his putting has been fantastic. So putting the best that he's putted in about 3 years. So, and on top of that, he plays difficult golf courses extremely well. You look at the fact that he's won at Congressional, you have to hit your ball around that place. You have to be able to get up and down, keep it in the fairways, keep it on the greens, and not give yourself too much stress. So these golf courses where you have to play from point A to point B and just keep it out of the trouble, Billy Haas is usually pretty good at those, and that's why I give Billy Haas the edge this week.
All right, that is the Comcast Business Edge. Billy Haas is the pick. Oh, by the way, Amanda like Billy Horschel. I just want to get that on the record. If Horschel wins, Amanda, you win the bet.
That shout out.
You got it. A lot more still to come here as we are live from the KPMG Women's PGA. It's just about to begin. When we come back, we put this beautiful golf course at Olympia Fields under the microscope. Stay with us.